Hello students, this is Mrs. Carla with Fractions 24, and this is a checkup on fraction multiplication. So your teacher can use this as a quiz or a test or more homework, whatever it is that you need in your curriculum. So we never can get too much homework or just practice, can we? So here you should have a piece of paper because this is a checkup. And you're going to copy down these two problems, 12/5 and 19/4. And you're going to turn those into mixed numbers. And then you're going to copy 9 2/3 and 15 3/10 and 12 5/8. And those you're going to change to improper fractions. Okay, and then down at the bottom of the screen is the last couple problems here. Let me get this up a little bit so you can see. All right, so down at the bottom of the screen, we have multiply 25 times 2/5 and 40 times 5/8. Okay, so make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 problems down on your page, and then you will pause and go work each one of those and then come back to check your answers to see how you have mastered your fractions. So now's the time to go beep, beep, beep. All right, I've put your answers on the board except for the last two that I'm going to do with you just to refresh. Okay, the first one should have been 2 2/5. 19/4 should have simplified to 4 3/4. Changing to improper fractions, 9 2/3 is 29/3. 15 3/10 is equal to 153/10. Remember, 15 times 10 is 150 plus 3 is 153/10. And then 12 times 8 is 96 plus 5 is 101/8. 101/8. I'm not sure you can see that one. Oh, there it is. 101/8. Now, when we come back to this one, notice that there's some canceling that we should do. So I'm going to put my 1 under my 25 so I don't get confused as to what is in the numerator and what is in the denominator. I'm going to cancel the 5 and 25 because they both have a 5 as a factor. 5 divided by the 5 is 1. 25 divided by the 5 is 5. And 5 times 2 is 10/1 is just 10. Okay? And the last one, we're going to take this 40 and make it 40/1. We're going to realize that 40 and 8 both divide by 8. 40 divided by 8 is 5. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 5 times 5 is 25. 1 times 1 is 1. And 25/1 is 25. How did you do? We're going to have a few more problems in just a moment, so keep those pencils ready. All right, students, this is the last 4 problems of our checkup. So we're doing our fraction multiplication checkup part 2, and these are the 4 problems that I want you to copy down on your paper. So 2/5 times 15 is your first one. 3/8 times 4/9. 8 1/2 times 8. 3 1/3 times 1/2. Okay, so you're going to copy each one of those 4 problems down. And then as soon as you get them, you're going to pause your video and work them very carefully. Make sure that you look for cancellation and simplify as much as you can. So, beep, beep, beep. And here are our answers. We have 2/5 times 15. The 15 and the 5 both have a 5 factor. So 15 divided by 5 is 3, 5 divided by 5 is 1, 2 times 3 is 6, 1 times 1 is 1, 6 divided by 1 is 6. All right, look at the next one. 3/8 times 4/9. The 3 and the 3 will, a 3 and a 3 will cancel out of the 9 and the 3 and the 9. So we divide by 3 and we divide by 3. A 4 will cancel out of the 4 and the 8. So we divide by 4 and we divide by 4. And then we have 1 times 1 is 1 and 2 times 3 is 6. So the answer is 1/6. The next one, we have 8.5 turns into 17/2. And 8 turns into 8/1. And then the 8 and the 2 both have a 2. So we can cancel out a 2 out of the 8 to get a 4. Divide a 2 out of the 2 to get a 1. 17 times 4 is 68. And 1 times 1 is 1. So we have a 1 in the denominator. 68 is the answer. Now remember, I showed you an easy way to do these. We can turn the 8.5 to an 8 plus 1/2, and then we can multiply by the 8, and we can distribute. The 8 times 8 is 64, and then the 1/2 times the 8 is 4, and 64 plus 4 is 68. That little shortcut works anytime you have a mixed number times a whole number. And the last one is 3 1/3 times 1/2. And I take my 3 1/3 and turn it into 10/3. Then I have a 10 and a 2 that will cancel out a 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. 5/3 needs to be simplified to 1 2/3. And that is the end of your checkup. I hope you did just great, because we are ready to go to division of fractions. And this is Mrs. Carla, and may God bless your day.